That brings me to the topic of today. I sat down for meditation for a while. Mind was wandering. I did a guided manifestation meditation, and it was not really that good because it was mind scattered all over the place in the content of the meditation itself, logically, but really, it's an amazing meditation because it got me really in tune of what it is that I want to do. And that's being in a sense of decisiveness, being all in on what it is that I want to do, and using that in the context of meditation, for example, being if I'm manifesting something that I want in the future, something that's really important to me, it's vital that I make it a very how do you say this? Single pointed thought or vision or a scene, a mental movie, say like examples like you're driving a car that you really want, like imagining that and being decisive on that particular manifestation for this the meditation session itself. So not getting locked up in different techniques, practices, thoughts, or monkey mind. When you are doing a meditation, it's so crucial that you set an intention for what that session is about. When you go into the gym in the morning, afternoon, day, and night, you are not just doing whatever exercises. You're having a specific intention, especially if you do muscle groups. If you're hitting chest, you hit chest. If you're hitting shoulders, you hit shoulders. If you're hitting back, you hit back and arms and so on. Like if you are hitting legs, for example, you're not going to do bench press. You're not going to do shoulder press. You're not going to do pull ups or curls or anything like that. You're doing squats. You're doing any of the leg machines. You're doing cardio, possibly. You're dedicating to a specific thing such that the concentration of force is so high so that value is actually generated from it. And in this case, for the context of the gym, when you focus on a specific muscle group, that muscle actually grows stronger and the other muscles get to rest. You're not actually trying to get everything all at once. It's sparse attention all over the place. If I do try to do arms, shoulders, back, and just do everything, you can do like that happens. That's those days when you actually want to do that. But generally, on a consistent basis with your routine, you're dedicating to something very specific in particular so that you actually allow that thing to grow and to flourish. When you have multiple avenues in life, you focus on one thing at a time so you can gain momentum with it. I believe it's called like the spinning plates analogy, where you have spinning plates. I don't know if I can visualize this correctly. If I put a graphic up, I probably won't because I usually don't edit these videos, but you have spinning plates, you have like a bunch of like pillars of your life. You have a spinning plate, you get a lot of momentum to it. For example, say if you want to get good at the gym, you've poured a lot of time, effort, and energy into that, and you get really good, you get really fit, you get really healthy, you lose a lot of weight, you get in shape, you look really good, you have momentum. You already know how it works. The habits are set, and you don't have to do anything, but it's just spinning by itself. Okay, while you're doing that, this is a very simplified version, but generally you have the spinning, and then say you want to work on making money, and you do that, and you just focus on that for a while. And then because you've already spent a lot of time with this other avenue of your life, you don't need to focus on what's happening with that. Like you don't need to put a lot of mental conscious energy towards it, prefrontal cortex energy. You already have the momentum with that. So you just focus on this and you focus on other areas of your life at different increments, whatever is most important to you. And that's how you choose whatever you want. What is most important, you go towards that thing in particular. And you trust that path because you can only do what you know. And when you know what you feel and what you really resonate and care about, that's it. That's it. That's all you need to really worry about. And so that takes mental relaxation into the fact that you're saying no to things. We always want to do everything, but we have finite time on this earth. We have finite time and resources, and it's up to us to consciously allocate those things in a way that is focused on something new, something um, as highest priority. You're not going to get everything, and that's okay because that's what makes life interesting and exciting because there's always a sense of risk to everything. And by nature of focusing on what it is that you want the most, there's a chance you may not get it, there's a chance you may get it. The thing is, you actually are on the journey towards it, and you want to always get results. But the age-old saying, it's about the journey, the journey, the journey, the journey, the journey, not the destination itself. And so, if you're spending all your time going sparse in different directions, you're not enjoying the journey at all, unless it's like what you genuinely want to do. But if you're not really going all in on something, and this just extends past just meditation itself. If you're focusing on like general things in your life and you're not specializing in anything, you can't create value for anyone. You can't do anything unique or rare because you didn't invest the time into your focused area of expertise. And so as a result of that, there's nothing to generate. And then, especially if it's because you did it out of safeness or fear of like going all in on something, um, then it's just like, I mean, do you want that? Is that something that you want? To me, that's it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. There are obviously dimensions to how this life works. There's also the reality of when you go so all in on something, you neglect parts of your life that are actually important to you, but because of like some ideology or belief system you have, you think you have to go really all in, like these maniacal athletes or entrepreneurs. If you're like that and that's authentic to you, then do it. Whatever's real to you, like there's nothing I'm saying that you should or shouldn't do. It's always what's real to you. And it's important to realize there are things you might start to believe that actually aren't authentic to you, but they're just implanted beliefs from external parties, videos, YouTubers, gurus, thought leaders, whatever those things are. You look within, you feel what is resonating with you, where you have to go. And so you go towards that. It's not always going to be easy. You won't always know the right path or where you're supposed to go. But of course, as you follow your heart and what it is that you want to do, you find that closer and closer every waking moment because you'll always have your natural inclinations, your heart, your energy pulling you in one direction of where you want to go, what's most important for you. And I will not be able to tell you what that is. But if you trust, it doesn't really matter where you end up or if you succeed or if you fail because you made the decision to live a life that allowed you to grow, that didn't remain in stagnant, stuck energy, that prevented your vessel of like your body and your mind and your spirit to evolve, to allow something natural to unfold in the process of growth. So always look within and see what it is that you really want. And on the other side of that, the impact that gives to the people around you, society, that moment of clarity, the moment of heart to heart connection where you're given to someone who really truly needs it. And that is one of the most precious things of what it means to be a human. So look within and ask yourself, what is you want to give to the world and humanity, the little ones, the people all around? What do the people need? What does the world need? If you enjoyed this talk, drop a like, subscribe. Of course, oops, little sound there, but for a comment, drop a comment. Always discussion. Share your ideas, share what resonates with you, share what you disagree with. Always allowing your thoughts to flourish because I'm my own perspective, I'm my own human being. There are things I might be correct on, there's things I might be incorrect on, and the dialogue of discussion is what allows us to grow together and these ideas to actually make an impact. So drop a comment. With great power and great responsibility always, Joe.